What's up, everybody? I'm Mr. Second Passport. Today I'm going to share why I'm probably closing my account at the most popular cooperative bank, probably by far, used by expats here in Ecuador. So expats, at least for the last several years now, have really liked this cooperative bank, JEP, JEP, here in Ecuador. It's definitely number one, and it's number one as far as pure quantity of deposits go here, as far as all the cooperative banks here in Ecuador. Cooperative banks are kind of like a smaller organization than a normal bank, like you might consider like more or less a credit union style thing in the U.S. kind of deal. And JEP by far is the biggest in the country. Nationwide, has offices all over coast, Quito, Cuenca, Guayaquil, etc. And it's a very serious, well-run business. And I've worked with them depositing there some savings for several years now, and they've paid very punctually. And in general, I've been very happy with their service. But there are a few reasons that have come up that has kind of made me want to close with them and work with other cooperatives that I also know and currently work with. The first big reason why I'm probably going to close my account here when I'm able to here shortly and move the money to a different cooperative earning interest is because JEP increasingly over the last several years has made it more and more difficult to close out CDs and to, like you can't announce that you're going to close a CD out too far in advance, and you can't announce after the fact, after the date passes, that you want to close the CD out. It just auto renews often. So, and they might try to call you maybe once, and if they don't reach you, you're just kind of SOL. So there's like a very tight window there of a couple days or something that you can actually close out a CD if you want to, and they just don't make it very user friendly. Let's put it that way. Number two reason is that they dropped my interest rate down. Basically, right over the phone, they said I was getting 9, and they dropped me down to 8 here entering 2023. And I just accepted it because it was kind of last minute, and they were like, you gonna renew or not? You gotta tell me now. So I just kind of said, okay, I'll take the 8. I just figured that maybe on a nationwide level, the cooperatives were starting to offer less interest. But that's, talking to the other cooperatives I work with, that's actually not the case. And I found out talking to a different cooperative rep here where I live, instead of where I opened, they also told me, no, we could have given you 8.5 or whatever. So I didn't really like that, because she said, I asked for 8.5 on the phone, or 9. Why can't I just keep 9? And she said, no, it's 8. That's the max. So I didn't really like that part of it, of how I was treated there as kind of a longer term client. So that's another reason why I've decided to move probably the money to a different cooperative, because these other cooperatives check with, like the CPN, the Cooperative Nacional de la Policía, another one here in Quito, Alianza del Valle, they're all offering 9 or more, 9, 9.25, 9.5, etc., etc., depending how much money you want to deposit with them for a minimum of a year CD. Now, the third reason I was thinking about moving JEP is that they're always changing people. I don't know, they just don't pay their people, or I don't know why it is. Do they work them too hard? Do they expect too much? Or is there something fundamentally wrong with the organization? I don't know. Number 4 reason, they won't, at least this is what they've told me directly, they will not deposit your interests in another bank account. Like I pay all my bills from another bank, just because I prefer their online system. And the other cooperatives I work with will happily deposit the interest every month that I earn to this other bank account. But JEP refuses to do that. Like you have to go in person or use an ATM card to take the money out. Number 5 reason is, this is one of the only cooperatives that does this, but they ask if you are a U.S. citizen, they require you put down your social security number and fill out a FACTSA certificate or whatever, so that they supposedly can report the money back to the U.S. I don't know why they ask for that when pretty much any other cooperative I've worked with don't require special requirements like that just for American citizens. So that's another thing I'm not too happy about when it comes to JEP. So there it is. Those are the simple reasons. I still like JEP as a whole, and I may stick with them if they can correct some of these. But other than that, there's a few reasons why I'll probably be closing down JEP here shortly and working with someone else when it comes to cooperatives here in Ecuador.